All right, we are going to take this very much into the upper body today. We're working this toward the lopsided crow. A lot of work with the bent arm strength, basically going through the shoulders and upper back, and also working with a bit of the compression, which is basically the ability to pull your knee or pull your thigh completely into your torso as much as you can. It's really working with the hip flexors here. So just keep all that in mind. Two demonstrations before we begin this. Once we get into the main part of the flow, you're going to be in downward facing dog to start. And initially, you're just going to bring this up to a three-legged dog. You're going to go back and forth, bringing the knee to the chest, shoulders over your wrists, and eventually you're going to be forward and set your foot down about halfway down the mat. Now, the other leg, I want you to pull it in and find that compression I was talking about. So pull the thigh in toward your belly, pull your knee into your chest, and keep your arms vertical. So dig your fingertips into the floor, keep your shoulders over your wrists, and just keep looking down. You're just going to go back and forth, switching from one foot to the other. Now, your base foot, keep in mind, you want to keep the heel lifted so you're springy, so you're actually able to hop and move with some freedom. And you can just take it light, no big deal. I'm going to press my left foot and come down on the right, trying to keep my hips in the air the whole time, and press into the right foot, come down on the left. Now, the more you can hold on to this and the more you can slow it down, this will show you just how much you've got this down a little bit further. This gets harder the slower you try to do it. So you can press off that base foot and try to come down on that second foot. And again, just take it light, take it back and forth. We'll take a few rounds, and then we'll move through the rest of the flow from there. So just keep that in mind. It should be pretty tough, actually. So work it as best you can. Keep your hips in the air as much as possible, and try to stay as light as you can as you switch from one foot to the next. Now, at the end of the sequence here, we're going to take it into that lopsided crow, and I'll go through the full demonstration here. But there's two ways to do this. I'm going to cue this separately, come into crow, and then coming out of that pose and coming into the separate setup for the lopsided crow. If you want to link the two together, I'll show you how to do that as well, but I'm only going to show that once. But it's something to play around with if you're comfortable in the crow and the lopsided crow, and just work things as best you can here. So during the flow, you're actually just going to come into your crow from a forward fold. Palms down, shin to the arms, knees to the arms as usual. Look forward, lean forward, take it slow, and lift your feet up together. You're just going to hold this for a breath or two, and then set your feet back down, and then you come down to all fours and start that lopsided crow basically from a lopsided dolphin shape. So I'm going to bring my right forearm down to the floor and stay on my left hand. So I've got the right elbow to the side. I'm going to bring that hand into the center so that forearm's diagonal. Slide the other hand back so you can stack the elbow over the wrist, and probably further back than you think you need. You want that forearm to be vertical. Keep the elbow pulled into your side. And then just look down, tuck your toes, lift your knees, bring your hips up high, and walk your feet in. Get the hips up as high as you can, because the easiest way to hold this is to get your torso vertical, keep in mind. So you're trying to keep your butt high up in the air. And just keep looking down. And I'm going to bring my left knee to my left arm, fold that leg in close. So part of the compression is not just letting your foot hang. You want to bring the heel in toward your butt, keep the thigh pulled in tight. And as you look down, use it in the thigh. Squeeze the second leg in toward the first. See about lifting that foot up as well. And this is the pose. You want to just hold this for a few breaths, and then you can take it through the vinyasa from there. And it is unusual, and keep in mind when you come into balancing here, at least 3/4 of your weight is going to be on that forearm that's down on the floor. So you have to push the hand down so you're not just taking the weight to your elbow. Your hand should be lifting. You're trying to straighten your arm through the floor, and that's the level of engagement that you want so that your shoulders stay stable while you do this. Now, if you want to move from one pose to the next, you are welcome to give this a try, and this is not easy at all, but if you fall out of it, the consequences aren't that bad. You're already close to the floor. You might roll off to the side a little bit. So you can take this from your crow and find your balance. And when you find your shape, try to keep your hips up high, bring your head down low, pull the heels in close, and then you bring both legs to one side. So I'm going to pull both knees over to the right and still try to keep my torso vertical as much as I can. Grip the floor hard, just keep looking down, and as slowly as you can, try to bring that lifted elbow all the way down. Now that last few inches is really where the test is, all right? So it's hard to really slow that down. You'll probably just go abruptly, maybe the last 6 to 3 inches, something like that. And as long as you can stay right there, you've got the pose. What tends to happen is people kind of roll off to the side a little bit, but if you can just control the tension, you got a good chance of finding the pose. It's hard to do, but not impossible, keep in mind. Just work things as best you can. So all that said, let's go ahead and start this in child's pose. So you're on your shins to begin. Knees out wide, big toes point toward each other. Sink your seat down to your heels. And then go ahead, just walk your hands forward, bring your torso down low between your thighs, and bring your forehead all the way down onto the mat. And once you're down here, just close your eyes. Now just give yourself a moment to settle in like this. Let your mind quiet down. And then start to deepen your breathing. So with the inhales, pulling as much as you can. Try to fill up your lungs. Hold on to all that breath at the top.
With the exhales, constrict the back of your throat. Slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe here. Now when you're ready, here, take a deep inhale. With your exhale, open your eyes and just stay low, and then look forward. Now keep your forearms on the floor, keep the elbows down, grip the mat with your fingertips. And we're just going to go forward and back and warm up the shoulders and upper back from here. So pull your shoulders forward and come as far forward as you can. Try to dip your chin down to the mat. And then press all the way back and bring your seat to your heels. Again, grip the floor. Keep your forearms down. Pull your chest forward. Try to touch your chin to the mat. And then press all the way back. Let's go back and forth. Pull yourself forward again. Chin toward the floor. Press your hands, sink back toward your heels. Again, pull yourself forward. Chin down toward the floor. And then press back and bring your seat down. 2 more times. Pull yourself forward. Bring your chin down as low as you can. And then press this all the way back. And then 1 more time, still with the forearms grounded, pull yourself forward again. And then go press back all the way. And after you press back, just walk the hands in, bring yourself to an upright seat. And then once you're up, you can sit on the shins like this, take a cross-legged seat, whatever serves you best. But bring your spine up tall. When you're ready with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, reach us up high again. Exhale, hands through center. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale, through center again. Inhale, reach us up high. And then with the exhale, this time, lean over to the right side. Right hand to the floor. Stretch your left arm right, gaze up high. Inhale, come back up to center, reach up. And then with the exhale, lean left. Left hand down, stretch your right arm left, gaze high here. Inhale, back up to center, arms high. And then with the exhale, lean right again. Right hand to the floor, stretch your left arm right. Inhale, bring it back up to center. Exhale, lean this left again. Inhale, up to center, arms high. Now with the exhale, lean right 1 more time. Pull your left shoulder back, gaze up high. Inhale, bring it back to center. And with the exhale, 1 more time to the left. Left hand down, stretch your right arm left, pull the right shoulder back. With your next inhale, bring it back to center, reach up. And with the exhale, bring the hands down through center. Down to the floor, come into all fours. And then from all fours, we are going to take this in a little bit of twisting right away and play with that lopsided setup. So I want you to come down onto the right forearm and stand your left hand. Right elbow to the side, right hand moves into center. Slide your left hand back and stack the elbow above the wrist, keep the elbow pulled in. And then just keep your chest facing down. Now we'll thread the needle from here. I want you to keep the right elbow on the floor. But with an inhale, reach your left arm high. Exhale, left arm underneath. Try to bring the shoulder all the way down. Inhale, reach your left arm up again. And with the exhale, bring that arm underneath, bring the shoulder down. Inhale the left arm high. Exhale 1 more time, left arm underneath, shoulder toward the floor. With your next inhale, reach your left arm high. Now keep reaching. And then step the left foot out to the side. And open your chest up further. Pull that left shoulder further back. The right elbow stays down. Look back toward your left hand. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just come back down, come into all fours. And then we'll take it on the other side. So once you're ready, come down onto the left forearm and stand your right hand. Left elbow to the side. Left hand moves into center. Slide the right hand back. Stack your elbow above the wrist and keep that elbow pulled in. And then just go back and forth. Inhale the right arm up high. Exhale, right arm underneath. Bring the shoulder all the way down. Inhale, reach the right arm up again. Exhale, twist right shoulder down toward the floor. Inhale the right arm up high. Exhale underneath and bring that right shoulder down low. Inhale, reach up high 1 more time and stay reaching. And then step the right foot out to the side and use that extra space to pull the right shoulder back. Look toward the right hand. Keep the left elbow down. Just breathe with us here. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, come to both hands and both knees come back to all fours. And from all fours, move around for a moment. Stretch your hands, stretch your fingers, let the shoulders and hips move side to side. And then bring it into center. Let's take this into the wrist. So from here, bring the knees out wide like you're coming back into child's pose, big toes pointing toward each other. Keep the hands shoulder width, but walk them in. So they're about one hand's length forward your knees. Now, palms down. Rotate the fingertips to the sides and then toward your feet. Go as far as you can. And dig your fingertips down to the floor. Now, as you hold this, just go forward and back. Shoulders forward, pull the elbows underneath. And then lift up. And just keep going back and forth like this and keep gripping your mat as hard as you can. Keep that tension in your hands. You don't have to go deep. Any bend of the elbow is going to increase the stretch moving up into the forearms. And then the next time you come forward, stay forward. Pull the elbows underneath. And lean the weight in the arms. Keep your fingertips pressing down. Now as you hold this, just move the legs. Bring the right knee past your left leg. Squeeze your legs together for a moment. And then bring that knee out wide. Left knee past your right leg. Keep your chest forward. And then come back into center. Right knee crosses the left leg again. Come back to center here. Left knee past your right leg again. And then bring it back to center. Bring the right knee past your left leg. Come back into center. Left knee past the right leg again. And then back to center here. And then come up onto the fingertips. And just keep the hands close like this, but go ahead and bring your knees together. Well, yeah, and just stack the hips over the knees. Now, hands about 1 or 2 hands lengths forward. Your knees flip them over. Backs of the hands down, palms up. Spread the fingers wide. And just keep your arms straight. Keep your fingertips pressing down. Now, keep the tension in your hands. You can always slide the hands in closer if this is too intense. But as your fingertips press down, just go ahead, sway the shoulders side to side. Feel this out here. And let that stretch move through the backs of the hands up into the forearms. And then just bring yourself into center with the arms straight like this. Now keep your fingertips pressing down and just take this through cow and cat, breathing at your own pace. Drop your belly, pull your chest forward, gaze up high. And then round your spine, exhale and empty out. And just keep on going back and forth like this and work the motion through the length of your spine as fully as you can, both directions. And keep your fingertips pressing down into the floor. Deep inhale for cow, fill up as much as you can. And then exhale as completely as possible into cat. Just keep moving back and forth like this. And then when you're ready, one more deep inhale for cow. One more complete exhale for cat. And then just bring it back into center. Come up onto the fingertips. Down to sitting on your heels and take a moment. Shake your hands out. Loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. And then once you're ready, bring your legs out from underneath you. Come to a seat. And let's set this up for a reverse tabletop. Now feet in front of you about hips width distance apart. Hands behind the shoulders, shoulder width. Palms down, fingertips forward. If you can always rotate out to the sides. But go ahead, press down, lift your seat up off the floor. And let's go up and down. With an inhale, press your hips up high. Squeeze your glutes. Exhale, sink back down. Inhale, lift your hips up again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, press this up high. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift up again. And exhale, lower. Inhale, press your hips high. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, lift again. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press the hips high. Exhale, come down. And then inhale, lift one more time. Hold here. Now keep your glutes squeezed and keep lifting like this. You can look forward, look up, maybe hang your head back. But just keep breathing. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bring it all back down. Once you're down, take a moment, shake your hands out. And we're going to use this setup and take things a little bit differently. Now just keep the feet hips width distance, hands behind the shoulders, shoulder width. And this time, fingertips to the side and maybe rotate back a little bit. But go ahead, press down, lift your seat up off the floor, keep your seat low. And this is going to be pretty easy to start, but then we'll level it up a little bit. So just take it as far as you like. Now I want you to bring your weight to your left hand and lift the right. And then lift your left foot. Just bring the right hand to the left foot and hold here. Press up from your left shoulder. Keep your balance. And then both hands down, both feet down. Other side, left hand to your right foot, just hold, stay lifted from the shoulder. And then come back to center. Right hand to your left foot again, hold here. Come back into center. Left hand to your right foot, hold here. And then bring it back to center. Now right hand to your left foot, you can stay here and this is good enough. But if you can take it further, keep this contact, keep your balance, and bend your left elbow, sink your hip down to the floor, lift up straight, bend the elbow, sink down, and then lift back up. Bend the elbow, sink down, lift up one more time, come back to center, and take it on the other side. Left hand or right foot, hold here, maybe just stay, or move. Bend the right elbow, sink down, lift up, bend the elbow, sink down, lift up, bend the elbow, sink down, lift up, and come back to center. Other side, right hand to your left foot, stay here, and then bend the elbow, sink down, lift up, bend the elbow, sink down, lift up, bend the elbow, sink down, lift up, and bring it back to center. Other side, left hand to your right foot, hold. Bend the elbow, sink down, lift up, bend the elbow, sink down, lift up, bend the elbow, sink down, lift up, back to center. One last round. Right hand to your left foot, stay here. Bend the elbow, sink down, lift up, bend the elbow, sink down, lift up, bend the elbow, sink down, lift up, bring it back to center. Other side, left hand to your right foot, hold. Bend the elbow, sink down, lift up, bend the elbow, sink down, lift up, bend the elbow, sink down, lift up, come back into center, and set yourself down. Shake your hands out again. And then when you're ready, go ahead, take hold of your knees, squeeze them into your chest, and lean back and bring yourself into balancing. Hover the feet up off the floor. Now work the compression here. Tighten up and try to close that gap completely between your belly and your thighs. Sit this up tall, draw the knees in close, press your low back forward, keep your core engaged. Now try to hold on to this. Keep yourself upright as you are, but release your grip, arms at your sides. And then take it further. Keep the thighs pulled in, but bring the shins toward parallel with the floor. Now we go back and forth from this position to kneeling. We'll take it back and forth. Right foot behind your left leg. Now roll forward. Right shin down, left foot down. You can use your hands, but come up to kneeling. And then use your glutes. Press your hips forward once you're up. Pull back in, round your spine. Come down light, and bring your legs back together. Other side, left foot behind the right leg. Roll forward, left shin down, right foot down. Lift up, press your hips forward. Pull back in, round your spine, and come back to boat. Now, you can use your hands to lift, but if you can, try to reach forward and use your core to bring this all the way up. But either way, right foot behind your left leg. Roll forward, lean forward, lift, hips forward at the top. Pull back in, round your spine, and bring it back to boat. Left foot behind the right leg, roll forward, lean forward, lift, hips forward at the top. Pull back in, round your spine, and come back to boat. Right foot behind your left leg, roll forward, lean forward, lift. Pull back in, round your spine, and bring it back to boat. Left foot behind the right leg, roll forward, lean forward all the way up. Pull back in, round your spine, and bring it back to boat. Right foot behind your left leg, roll forward, lean forward, lift, hips forward. Pull back in, round your spine, bring the legs back together. Left foot behind the right leg, roll forward, lean forward, lift, hips forward. Pull back in and round, and bring it back to boat. One more round. Right foot behind your left leg. Roll forward, lean forward, lift, hips forward. Pull back in and round, bring it back to boat. Left foot behind the right leg, roll forward, lean forward, lift, hips forward. Pull back in, come back to boat, and just hold your balance here. Now again, tighten this up. Draw the thighs in close. Sit up tall. If you can take it further, maybe bring your feet up higher. Take an inhale. With the exhale, just cross up the ankles, come forward your hands, and come back into all fours. Now from all fours, just move around and breathe. I'm going to take it back into that lopsided setup here. So I'm going to start with the right side. Bring the right forearm down to the floor. So right elbow to the side, right hand to center, that forearm's diagonal. Slide your left hand back, stack the elbow above the wrist, and keep the elbow pulled in. Now step your feet back, come into a lopsided plank. Bring your body into line, legs together. Keep that left elbow pulled into your side. I'm going to work this as a twist. Now just lift your left foot, bend the knee, big toe down over to the right, try to touch the floor. Come back to center, back to your plank. Lift your left foot, big toe down over to the right, and then come back into center. Left big toe over to the right again. Back to center here. Left big toe over to the right, and then come back into center. Left big toe over to the right one more time. Back to center, back to your plank. Go ahead, set your knees down, and come back up to all fours. And then we'll take it on the other side. Bring your left forearm down this time. Elbow to the side, bring that hand to the center. That forearm's diagonal. Slide the right hand back, elbow above the wrist. Keep the elbow pulled in. Step your feet back, bring your body into line. Keep your chest facing down. And then just lift the right foot, big toe down over the left far as you can go. Come back into center. Right big toe over the left again. And then back to center here. Right big toe over the left. Come back into center. Right big toe over the left again. And then come back to center. Right big toe to the left one more time. Bring it back to center, back to plank. And then set your knees down. Come back up to all fours. I'm going to take another variation here. So come down to the other side. Right forearm down to the floor. Elbow to the side. The hand moves to center. Slide your left hand back. And then bring yourself back into that lopsided plank. Legs together. Step the feet all the way back. Bring yourself into line. Now keep that left elbow pulled in. And this time, walk your feet forward. Stay on your toes. Get the hips up as high as you can. And then walk it back out. Bring your body into line. Come back into that plank. Again, walk this forward. Stay on the toes. Hips up high. Just keep looking down. Walk your feet back. And bring yourself back into that plank. One more time, walk this forward. Hips up high, keep the left elbow pulled in, keep looking down, and get the hips up as high as possible here. Now, as you're looking down, let's go into that setup toward the crow. Bring the left knee to your left arm, and pull that heel in close. If you're going to go further, using the thighs to squeeze the right leg toward the left. And that's as far as we're going to take it right now. Bring your feet down, bring your knees down, come back to all fours. All right, let's take it on the other side. When you're ready, come down onto your left forearm and stay on the right hand. Left elbow to the side, left hand moves into center. Slide the right hand back, elbow above the wrist. And step your feet back, bring your body into line. Now from here, just stay on the toes. Walk your feet forward, keep looking down, get the hips up as high as you can. And then walk it back out, legs together, bring your body into line. Again, walk it forward. Hips up high, right elbow pulled in. Walk this back out. Bring your body back into one long line. One more time. Walk it forward. Bring your hips up high. And just hold here. And then bring the right knee onto your right arm. Pull that right heel in close. And then maybe using a thigh, squeeze the left leg into the right. And go ahead, release. Bring everything down. Come back to all fours. And then once you're in all fours, just take a moment here. Move around, breathe. You can take a break and breathe, maybe take another stretch before you move on, but whenever you're ready, go ahead, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips, and find it down dog. Now once you move into position, take a look at where everything's set up. Hands shoulder width distance apart. Flatten your palms so you feel weight toward the base of your thumbs. Sink your chest low to the floor. As your chest sinks down, reach your hips as high as you can up toward the ceiling. Keep that long upward reach. Pull in through the belly, around the low ribs. Use your core to help lengthen your spine and keep the hips up high. And if your legs are tight, just bend the knees and let that tension go. And you can always just pedal this out and stay loose. Now when you're ready, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step to the front, take a ragdoll fold. Feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend in the knees. Let your belly touch your thighs. Let your head hang, let your spine round, let everything go long and loose, and let the muscles in your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor. You can reach to opposite elbows if you like, and maybe shake the side to side to loosen further. And then just release any grip that you have. Keep the bend in the knees to begin, but restack your spine. Round up to standing, bring your head up last. And just open up your palms at your sides. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And with the exhale, just bring your hands down to heart center. Take a moment to breathe, set an intention. Let your mind clear, find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. Now with the next inhale, reach your arms up high. And with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. Hinge at the hips, start with a straight spine, put a bend in your knees. Keep your core engaged, move smoothly. And then just release this at the bottom. With an inhale, lift up halfway, fingertips to the floor, to your shins, lengthen forward through the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands to the mat, let's step it back to high plank. Now find your shape. Wrist length the shoulders, palms press to the floor. Press the floor away from you. Press your spine up toward the ceiling and keep that lift. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, slowly bring your shoulders forward as the elbows bend. Now keep your body in line. Elbows pulled into your sides. Lower with control all the way down into your belly. Once you're down, flatten the feet out behind you. Hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. We're just going to take this up and down through low cobras. With an inhale, peel up your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, roll this back down. Inhale, peel up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, peel up one more time and stay lifted. Now keep the lift in the upper body, press into your feet. Take some or all the weight out of your hands. Elbows at your sides, pull the shoulders back, keep your gaze forward. And then lift up a little bit higher still. Take an inhale. With the exhale, roll back down. Now hands under the shoulders, elbows in at your sides, press the palms down to the floor. And we'll take it to upward facing dog. So with an inhale, straighten your arms. Now pull your chest forward, let your hips hang, stay on the tops of your feet. Keep your legs active and lift your knees. Take it further, kick your feet down, squeeze your glutes and pull the hips forward to deepen and lengthen the arc all through the front. Now lift with the arms, but lift with your shoulders. Keep your neck long, keep your chest flowing forward. Take a deep inhale. And with the exhale, pull your belly in, hips up high to down dog. Now from your down dog, inhale the right leg high behind you. And bend the knee, hang the right foot left, scorpion dog. Work the twist, stack your hips. With an inhale, straighten your right leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, forward, knee to chest. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, forward, knee to chest. Now stay forward, stay lifted around your spine. And then just set the right foot down, halfway down the mat. Pull the left knee to your chest, curl in. Now keep your arms vertical, shoulders over wrists, dig your fingertips down. Stay on the toes of your right foot. We're just going to switch this back and forth. Press into the right foot, land on the left. Press into your left foot and land on the right. Press into the right foot, land on the left. Press into your left foot, land on the right. Press into the right foot, land on the left. Press into your left foot, land on the right. One more time. Left foot down between your hands. Slide the right foot back, come into low lunge. And we'll take this to a dancer's bridge. Now the right hand's your base. Roll the outside edge of the right foot. Left foot steps behind the right leg, sink down. With an inhale, press your hips up high and reach to your left arm. Now you can stack the shoulders like side plank or open your chest to more of a back bend, but keep your glutes squeezing, keep the hips lifting up, and just let your head fall back and breathe here. Take an inhale. Exhale, sink straight down. Left hand forward, left foot forward, back to your low lunge. And then the left foot's your base. Pull the right knee to your chest, curl in. Take hold of your right knee. Let's come up all the way to standing. Now dig into your left big toe slowly, you're breathing down. Once you're ready, hands to your hips. Now take an eagle bind with your legs. Right leg crosses tightly over the left. Now squeeze the legs together, sink down. You can always touch that right foot to the floor. Take the full pose, reach your arms out wide. And then cross the arms, right arm under, left arm over. Cross the elbows, palms to touch, thumbs toward your face. You can always reach to the shoulders. But keep the arms squeezing, shoulders down. And sink your hips low, keep your gaze forward. Now if you can move the arms and keep looking forward from here, just go slow. Pull the elbows toward your belly, start to round your spine. And then keep the arms squeezing, lift the elbows, see about coming up past the shoulders. Again, curl this in, elbows toward your belly, round your spine, just keep looking forward. And then bring the elbows back up again. One more time, curl this in, elbows toward your belly, let your spine round. Keep the arms squeezing, lift the elbows up, stay here. Press into your left foot, lift your right knee. And then to switch your stance, come to standing on the right foot. Left knee high, you still got the arm bind. Now once you balance here, take this to a warrior three. Put a little bit on the right knee. Hinge the right hip, extend your left leg straight back. And just bring your lifted body into line. You can stay upright. Now keep your gaze forward, keep the arms squeezing. If you're going to go deeper, you can come down toward parallel with the floor, but try to lower the left hip so your hips stay squared. Keep breathing, keep balancing here. Take an inhale. Now on the exhale, slowly come to a high lunge. Bend the left knee, set the right foot down. And then drop the left heel. Set the left foot down, I should say. And then we're going to take this into warrior one. So just take a moment to adjust. Deep under the right knee, left leg straight, both feet are flat. Left foot points to the side at least a little bit. Make sure you can pull the right hip forward, left hip back. You can always shorten or widen the stance. And then just let your hips sink down. Now go ahead, bring your hands to your hips. And then just keep the torso upright. With an inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, elbows out wide. Let your head fall back. Open up your chest. Just hold here. And draw the shoulder blades toward each other. And we're going to go back and forth from this position, arching to rounding. While you're here, take an inhale. With the exhale, reach this forward, round your spine. Inhale, pull back, open up, elbows wide. Exhale, forward and round. Inhale, pull back, open up, elbows wide. Exhale, round forward again. Inhale, pull back, open up, elbows wide. Exhale, round forward one more time. Now bring the right hand to your right hip, left hand comes down to the floor. And let's take this to revolved half moon, all the way to the right foot, extend your left leg straight back, and then lift the right shoulder, open up your chest to the right. You can stay here. Now if you can, try to straighten the right leg, maybe open up and reach your right arm high, stack your shoulders, find the twist in the upper body. And if you're going to bind it, bend your left knee, reach with the right hand, find your foot. If you have that grip kick in your hand, let it pull your shoulder back. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, just release. Both hands down, left foot steps down behind your low lunge. And let's take it lower. Left knee down, left foot flat behind. Now sink your hips down, press them forward. And then when you're ready, open this up. With an inhale, reach up and back, gaze up high. Now draw the shoulders back. Keep your gaze toward the ceiling, but let your hips sink low toward the front of the mat. And just keep breathing here. Now with your next inhale, press into the right foot, look forward. And with the exhale, hands through heart center, move into a twist. Bring the left elbow outside the right thigh. Now press the elbow to the thigh, press the palms together, look back over your right shoulder. And just keep your spine long, keep twisting. This is good enough. If you want to go deeper, you can bend the right knee, keep sinking that left hip down. And if you want to take it deeper still, maybe kick your left foot down, try to hover the knee, and take more tension within the twist. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release. Both hands down around the right foot. Now tuck the toes of your left foot, lift your left knee, and then step the left foot forward next to the right forward fold. From your fold, take an inhale, lift halfway. And with the exhale, set the hands down and take it a crow. So grip the floor, lift your heels up, knees to the arms. Look forward, lean, take it slow. Lift your feet together, toes to touch, pull the heels up close. And then set your feet down, come down to all fours. We'll take the lopsided crow. So go ahead, bring the right forearm down to the floor. Right elbow to the side, right hand moves into center. Slide the left hand back, stack the elbow above the wrist and keep that elbow pulled in. Look down, tuck the toes of both feet. Lift your knees, get the hips up high, walk the feet in, get the hips as high as possible. Keep looking down. Now left knee to left arm, pull that heel in close, fold the leg completely. Squeeze the right leg toward the left using the thighs. See about lifting your right foot up as well. When you're ready, step it back, fly it back, take it to your Vinyasa. Once you come into down dog, just move around, breathe. All right, with your next inhale, raise your left leg high behind you. And then bend your left knee, hang the left foot right, come into your scorpion dog, open up your hip. With the next inhale, straighten that left leg through like a dog. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, forward, knee to chest. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, forward, knee to chest, stay forward this time. And set the left foot down halfway down the mat, pull the right knee to your chest. Now press in your palms, dig your fingertips down, arms straight, shoulders or wrists. Keep looking down, keep your heels lifted. And then press into your left foot, land on the right. Press into the right foot, land on the left. Press into the left foot, land on the right. Press into your right foot, land on the left. Press into the left foot, land on the right. Press into the right foot, land on the left. One more time. Right foot down between your hands, left foot slides back, come into your low lunge. And then from here to your dancer's bridge again. Left hand's your base. Roll to the outside edge of the left foot. Right foot steps behind the left leg, sink down. With an inhale, press your hips up high, reach with the right arm. And again, maybe your shoulders stack, maybe your chest opens toward the ceiling. Just keep the glutes squeezing, keep lifting, and just breathe. Take an inhale. With the exhale, sink straight down. Right hand forward, right foot forward, back to low lunge. And then the right foot's your base, bring the left knee to your chest, curl everything in. Take hold of the left knee, and let's round this up all the way. Now once you got your balance, slow your breathing down here. Hands to your hips when you're ready, take the eagle bind. Left leg crosses tightly over the right. Squeeze your legs together, sink your hips down. You can always touch that left foot to the floor if you need to. Now reach the arms out wide, take the arm bind as well. Left arm under this time, right arm over. Cross the elbows, palms to touch, thumbs to your face, or reach opposite shoulders, do what works. Now keep your hips low, keep the arms squeezing. If you can move with this, just keep looking forward. But then pull the elbows toward your belly, round your spine. Keep the arm squeezing. Lift the elbows, try to get them past your shoulders. Again, pulling, elbows toward your belly, let your spine round. Arm squeezing, lift the elbows back up. One more time, elbows toward your belly, round your spine. And then one more time, lift your elbows up. Press into the right foot, lift your left knee, and switch feet. Left foot will be the base. Come to standing with your right knee high. Now, once you're stable here, let's move into that warrior three. Put a little bend the left knee. Hinge from left hip, extend the right leg straight back. Now, keep everything in line. Maybe stay more upright. Maybe come down toward parallel. Now, keep the arm squeezing. Keep your gaze forward. Lower the right hip. Keep your hips squared. Take an inhale. Exhale and bring it to high lunge. Bend the left knee, step the right foot down. Bring yourself upright. Hands to your hips, and let's take it to a warrior one. So drop the right heel. And just take a moment to adjust this. Now deep bend left knee, right leg straight, both feet flat. Right foot to the side just a bit. Pull the right hip forward, left hip back. Be sure you can square this to the front. So adjust the stance to accommodate your hips. And sink your hips down. Now with an inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, open up, elbows wide, let your head fall back. Now squeeze the shoulder blades toward each other. Open your chest as much as you can. Still with the right hip pulling forward and the left hip drawing back. Now from here, from arching to rounding, take an inhale. Exhale, reach this forward, round your spine. Inhale, pull back, open up, elbows wide. Exhale, forward and round. Inhale, pull back, open up, elbows wide. Exhale, round forward again. Inhale, pull back, open up, elbows wide. Exhale, round forward. Now left hand to your left hip, bring the right hand down to the floor. Wake to your left foot, lift the right, extend the right leg back, revolved half moon. Lift your left shoulder, open your chest to the side. You can stay here. Maybe go further, straighten the left leg. Maybe open up with the left arm high. If you're going to bind it, bend the right knee, reach with your left hand, find the foot, and kick into your hand. Take it the way you can. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, release both hands down. Bring the right foot down behind you, low lunge. And take it low, right knee down. Right foot flat behind, sink your hips down, press them forward. When you're ready, open this up. With an inhale, reach up and back, gaze up high. And let your hips sink low to the front. Just breathe here. Now at the next inhale, press into your left foot, look forward. And with the exhale, hands through center, move into the twist. Right elbow outside the left thigh this time. Press the elbow to the thigh, press the palms together, look back over that left shoulder. Maybe stay here. And if you want to sink down, you can bend that left knee, but pull the right hip forward. Maybe go further and kick the right foot down and hover the knee up off the floor. Take an inhale. Exhale, release. Both hands down around your left foot. Tuck the toes to the right foot. Lift your right knee. And then right foot forward next to the left, forward fold. From here, take an inhale. Lift up halfway. With the exhale, set the hands down. We're taking it to crow. Palms down. Grip the floor. Heels up. Knees to the arms. Lean forward. Keep your hips high. Lift your feet together. Toes to touch. Heels pull up toward your seat. And then bring your feet back down. Bring your knees to the floor. And we'll take it into that lopsided crow. So bring your left forearm down and stay on the right hand. Left elbow to the side, left hand moves to center. Slide the right hand back, elbow stacks above the wrist, keep the elbow pulled in. Look down, tuck the toes of both feet, lift your knees and bring the hips up. Walk the feet in, hips as high as you can go, keep looking down. Now right knee to the right arm, pull that heel in and squeeze the left leg toward the right, using the thighs. See about bringing that left foot up as well. And then take it to another vinyasa. All right, from your down dog, with an inhale, raise your right leg high. And with the exhale, bring it forward. Right knee behind the right wrist, right ankle somewhere behind the left, and we're taking it to half pigeon. Bring your left knee down, flatten the left foot behind you. Pull the left hip forward, keep it in line with the right, and keep your hips squared. Sink your weight straight down. Now you can stay here with your spine upright, and this is good enough. Find some of that stretch on the right side. If you want to go deeper, you can move into the back bend. Now if you want to melt down, you can come down to the elbows. You can melt it down all the way. Just take it to where you need to right now. All right, now if your hands are forward, walk them in close. We're going to take another pose. So go ahead and just lower to the right hip, swing your left leg forward. We'll take this into Lord of the Fish as a seated twist. So bring the right heel outside your left hip. Step your left foot outside the right thigh. Get both sit bones down to the floor between your heels. Now, if this is too much, you can always do this with the right leg extended out, left leg crossed over. Either way, set your left hand down behind you. Inhale the right arm high. And then with the exhale, move into your twist. Right elbow past your left thigh. Sit up tall, crown of head toward the ceiling. Look back over your left shoulder. Use your right arm, press into your left leg, and keep extending upwards as you're twisting. Just breathe here. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just release the twist. Bring both hands over to your right side. Lightly open your chest up to the right. And then turn back to center, hands behind. Lean back, untangle the legs. Just cross the ankles, come forward to the hands, step back to down dog. And we'll take this on the other side. So once you're ready with an inhale, raise your left leg high. Exhale, bring it forward. Left knee behind your left wrist, left ankle somewhere behind the right. Right knee down, right foot flat behind. Pull the right hip forward, keep your hips squared. And again, just sink your weight straight down. Look for some of that stretch on the left side this time, out of hip toward the glutes. You can stay upright like this. You can take it deeper toward the back bend. You can melt it down, take it to where you like, and just breathe here. All right, and then again from here, if your hands are forward, walk them in close. This time, lower the left hip, swing your right leg forward. And let's take the twist on this side. Left heel outside the right hip, right foot outside your left thigh. You can also extend the left leg. Get both sit bones down. Once you're ready, set the right hand down behind. Inhale your left arm up high. And with the exhale, bring that left elbow down past your right thigh. Now again, sit up tall, crown of the head toward the ceiling. Look back over the right shoulder. And use your left arm, press into the right leg, and keep extending up as you're twisting here. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release this. Bring both hands over to your left side, lightly open your chest to the left. And then go turn back to center. Hands behind, lean back, untangle the legs again. But come down onto your back. So when you're down, pull the knees to your chest. Squeeze everything in nice and tight. Then we'll take this into a back bend from here. So just bring your feet down to the floor. And we're just going to take one round. I'm going to start the cueing with bridge and then lead into wheel. And just take this as far as you like. So feet, knees, hips with distance. Bring your heels in close so your low back's basically flat. Arms at your sides, palms down. Keep your gaze high. Now when you're ready with an inhale, press into your feet, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes, and hold. And this is good enough. Just keep the tension, keep your hips pressing up. Now if you want to deepen your bridge, you can bring your hands under your hips. Maybe interlace the fingers. You can pull the palms toward each other. Maybe work your shoulders further behind your back and open your chest up even more. And if you want to bring it even higher still, keep the hips lifted, but if you can reach, hold your ankles and use that grip to lift even higher. Now, if you're going to go from bridge to wheel, the hips stay lifted, just release your hands and bring the hands down around your head. So when you're ready, press into the floor. You can lift to the crown of the head first, and whenever you're ready, straighten your arms. So hips toward the ceiling, chest toward the back of the mat. Keep your glutes engaged. And find that engagement all through the back line of your body, especially the upper back across the shoulder blades. Let your chest open up. Keep your glutes squeezing. Keep your spine lengthening as you deepen your bend. And work to keep your breathing long and smooth here. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, bring everything back down. Now once you're down, pull your knees into your chest and just squeeze in tight. And we'll take Supta Gomukhasana. Release the left leg leftward to the floor. Right knee to the center of your chest. Open that leg up to 90 degrees. Now bring the left knee in directly behind the right to cross your legs together. And then squeeze down. Now it's opposite hand to opposite leg, and it's enough just to hold your knees. If you want to go further, you can work your hands toward your feet. And if you're going to take it deep, curl your toes toward your hands and pull the feet toward the floor and up toward your shoulders at the same time. Now, whatever grip you have, keep your knees pulled in close. Draw down, try to flatten everything out, and press up into your hands at the same time. Keep breathing with this. Take a deep inhale. With the exhale, just release your grip and untangle the legs. Bring the right foot to the floor, pull the left knee to the center of your chest. This time, left leg at 90 degrees. Cross your legs, right knee in tight behind the left. Now again, you can hold the knees further down and further toward your feet, or take that grip and curl your toes toward your hands. Bring the feet toward the floor and toward your shoulders. Now, whatever you're holding on to, still keep the knees pulled in, still work to flatten everything out. And push up into your hands as the hands pull down. Just breathe with us here. Take a deep inhale. With the exhale, release your grip. Untangle the legs. Bring your knees into your chest side by side. And then take happy baby. Reach between the knees. Take hold of the outside edges of your feet. Stack your ankles above your knees and pull down. Draw the knees toward the floor outside your ribs and press the feet up into your hands at the same time. Keep the tension working up and down. So try to flatten your spine. You can go further, maybe rock side to side. Further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally, take a deep inhale here. Draw down as much as you can. And with the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And just let your eyes close here. Let your body sink down into the mat for a moment. And then just move bit by bit here, fingers and toes, arms and legs. Take a deep inhale. Reach your arms out long past your head. And then pull it all back in. Bring the elbows toward your chest. Pull your knees up as well. And just find your way up to a comfortable seat. Ground yourself into the mat here, stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. And then take a deep inhale. Hold on to this at the top. And just let it all go. Thank you for joining class. Namaste.